Prismatic Shards are one of the most useful items in Stardew Valley, and you can use them to obtain your Galaxy Sword from the desert, gift it as a universally loved gift to anyone except Haley, place it in a Junimo hut to enable your Junimo to change colors, and one of the most important uses, to enchant your weapons and tools at the forge. Here are some quick tips to obtain a bunch of Prismatic Shards quickly, and stick around till the end to watch my attempt at getting more than 10 Prismatic Shards in one Skull Cavern run using some of these tips. The first tip is regarding your weapons and tools. You'll want to ensure you have a decently strong weapon that can kill monsters fairly quickly to avoid passing out and losing your hard-earned items. I like to head into the Skull Cavern with my Infinity Blade, upgraded with rubies to increase attack damage, and enchanted with the Crusader enchantment such that mummies aren't a problem for me. Also make sure that your pickaxe has been upgraded to iridium quality, and I like to enchant it at the forge with the Swift enchantment, as this will allow you to break rocks 33% faster. The next tip is to equip your rings, and you can combine your rings at the forge to equip the powers of up to 4 rings. My favorite ring combination is the Napalm Ring, Burglar Ring, Iridium Band, and Lucky Ring. The Napalm Ring will cause monsters to explode when killed, like a small bomb that destroys rocks but doesn't do damage to your health. This makes finding staircases even faster, as you can kill a monster and break rocks at the same time. You can get the Napalm Ring as a reward from Gil after killing 250 serpents in the Skull Cavern. The Burglar's Ring will enable monsters to drop twice as much loot on average. It can be obtained from the Adventurers Guild after killing 500 dust sprites from the mines. The Iridium Band glows, attracts items, and increases your attack damage by 10%. It can be crafted after earning the recipe at combat level 9, or found in fishing treasure chests after reaching fishing level 2. The Lucky Ring gives you +1 luck, which affects certain aspects of mining, including the chance to find treasure rooms, gem nodes or mystic stones, or the chance to find ladders. Next, if you've claimed the Combat Mastery, you'll unlock a new equipment slot for Trinkets, which grant you unique benefits. You can obtain trinkets from monster drops or breaking crates and barrels in the mines or Skull Cavern. Each trinket will have a certain stat attached to it, which determines how effective it is and can be changed using the anvil. For the purpose of obtaining the most number of Prismatic Shards, I like to use the Fairy Box trinket that heals you periodically, which saves a bit of time as you'll need to consume less food to replenish your health. The frequency and amount of health regained depend on the fairy's level, so reroll the stats on your Fairy Box trinket until it reaches the highest level 5 and equip it. Besides equipment, there are a few items that are critical to getting down quickly in the Skull Cavern. First, staircases are essential and save a lot of time if you're having trouble finding a ladder or shaft down. Given that the lower you go, the more iridium nodes there are in the Skull Cavern, you might want to start by using staircases down until you reach level 50 or so. To ensure you have enough staircases, stock up on jade in your crystallariums to trade them for staircases at the Desert Trader on Sundays. Next, I like to bring along Spicy Eel and Triple Shot Espresso. Spicy Eel provides you with +1 luck and +1 speed buffs, and is also a great source of energy and health while mining. To get more Spicy Eel, place more rubies into crystallariums and trade them for Spicy Eel at the Desert Trader. Triple Shot Espresso also gives you +1 speed and lasts longer than normal coffee. Since the effects of food and drinks will stack, you'll be able to run around the Skull Cavern even faster. You can obtain the recipe for Triple Shot Espresso from the Star Drop Saloon and craft it using 3 coffees. To obtain your first coffee bean, head to levels 41 to 79 of the mines to kill dust sprites, which have a 1% chance of dropping it as loot. Each coffee plant gives 4 beans every 2 days, so be sure to replant them to get even more coffee beans over spring and summer. The last and most essential item to bring along is bombs, to make it even easier for you to find ladders and shafts. Shafts are extremely useful to go down quickly, since you could drop up to 15 floors at once and get to the iridium node floors even quicker. You can either craft bombs or obtain them at the Desert Trader. Bombs can be traded for 5 quartz, and mega bombs can be traded for 5 iridium ore. Before heading into the Skull Cavern, check your daily luck and go on a good luck day to increase your chances of finding better items. If you have the Mining Mastery unlocked, The statue of the Dwarf King grants you mining buffs every day, so be sure to check if there are any useful buffs available that day. I always select the chance to find ladders and shafts whenever it appears, since going deeper into the Skull Cavern usually means better rewards. Now that we've covered the main things to take note of, here's my attempt at obtaining more than 10 Prismatic Shards in one run. I'm using staircases at the start, since iridium nodes only appear further down the Skull Cavern. I found my first treasure room on floor 15. I continued to use staircases down since I wanted to save my bombs for maps where the bomb could actually reach more rocks, and this gives me a greater chance of finding shafts which would allow me to drop several levels at once. I found my first iridium node at floor 31, but there is sadly no prismatic shard in it. This is me breaking every iridium node I see, but still no prismatic shard. I did, however, find another treasure room at level 79, and on floor 80 I finally got my first prismatic shard. Actually, I got my first 2 prismatic shards on floor 80. I found my third treasure room on floor 87, as well as my third prismatic shard on floor 91. I reached floor 100 at 11:50 AM with only 3 prismatic shards. My fourth prismatic shard only came 27 floors later. But I got my 5th, 6th, and 7th prismatic shards on consecutive floors that I went down. I got my 8th prismatic shard 2 floors down. And my 9th one 4 floors later. I got my 10th prismatic shard 4 floors later at around 6:40 PM and decided to keep going to see how many I would end up with. I got number 11 on floor 180. And number 12, 14 floors later. By the time it was 12 AM, I got my 13th Prismatic Shard on floor 199. I continued to go down and stopped at floor 212, ending with 13 Prismatic Shards in total. So that was my attempt at getting more than 10 Prismatic Shards in one Skull Cavern run. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.